fucking hated San Francisco. The way they treated me, and then I didn't feel safe anywhere most of the time. I was either, I ain't gonna say I was crying, but I was like so broken on the inside. There's nobody to vent to. But I would smile still, because I never wanted nobody to see me weak. My dad was like, to me, he was like Superman. He was like, hey son, oh, what's up, Pops? I don't mean to call you with no bad news. I'm like, what? Nah, tell me. I got diagnosed with cancer.
Before we get into this podcast, can you do me a massive favor and subscribe to this YouTube channel? Our goal here at Ignite Fit Life is to build the Bay Area's fittest community. And you're going to help me do that by subscribing to this channel. Enjoy the episode. Will the Trill Shaw, welcome to the show.
Appreciate you for having me.
Hell yeah, man.
Wayne.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. I really do. Taking your time out of your day and being here to, tell your story. I'm really looking forward to, find out more about you, your life, and how it all led up to this point, So that's what I like to do at the beginning. Let's dial it back as far as you can possibly go, growing up, young Will. What was life like for you growing up? And let's start from there.
Man, I'm comfortable now talking about past life, but far back as I can remember, probably elementary school, was living in Oakland. I felt like life was good at a point in time, but I'm not. I mean, you a kid, you kind of just going with the flow. I didn't realize or even know if I had any siblings, so I thought it was just me and my dad the whole time. So then, like, a little bit later, like I'm about to graduate elementary, then I became homeless. Me and my dad, so we like sleep in vans and stuff, and then like going to like shelters and stuff. Even then, when I got to middle school, then we moved to San Francisco. My dad wanted to keep me out of trouble because he felt like I'd have been in a lot of trouble, which I was. I was a good kid, but I was also bad. Like I did a lot of bad things. I ain't gonna say I ran with the bad crowd. Kind of was like a leader always wherever I went. And then SF kind of just changed everything up. I never felt homesick before, even though I wasn't that far away. But I fucking hated San Francisco. I don't know if I can cuss, but
go ahead, man. Yeah, this is an open podcast.
Like SF, the way they treated me, and then like I had to wear my dad's girlfriend's daughter clothes because couldn't afford clothes at a certain point in time, so we had to stay with her. So I kind of, it was bad. Then over time, middle school, still was making friends, start like really knowing my family members more and everything like that, getting closer to friends and stuff. Then going to school out here was like kind of just me solo before I got to know all my family and stuff like that. And then I was smaller than everybody. So I never had like a small guy syndrome, but I just had like this, not like I had to prove it, but out here it was like more of a prove it thing. In Oakland, you really didn't have too many people that tried to be tough. You just had tough people kind of already. Then I
understand that.
Then my hair was always messed up because I had super long hair down like the middle of my back, but I never kind of got it done. Like, you raised with a dad. You don't know like how to really take care of yourself. I was loved, but I didn't really know what love was. Grew up without a mom, so I didn't understand what unconditional love was. I didn't feel safe anywhere most of the time. And then like I didn't trust, like my trust issues was like very, 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 very fucking bad to where like, I mean, I didn't trust nobody besides my dad. Then when I found out like I had brothers and sisters, I loved them. It was good to brag about them, but I didn't really trust them as much either. I felt like it was just me and my dad against the world. And then high school and stuff came. Didn't really play sports as much. I mean, I played sports, but didn't know if I was athletic or not. Then I became good and started playing sports in high school, boxing and stuff, following my older cousin who boxed and everything. And then I kind of fell in love with it. Then I was a nerd at the same time. I loved cartoons, loved being a big kid, was watching anime, used to watch a lot of shows with my dad all the time, had like real kid spirit. And then college and stuff came around, turned down scholarships from basketball. My dad was like, we need a job. So I ended up getting a job, and then boxing kind of took over from there and kind of just ran with it basically.
Nice one, man. And let's go back to, you said you hate San Francisco. Let's take a
Not no more though.
Well, of course. Yeah, I mean, we're here. You work here. Things are going well, obviously. But let's take it back to San Francisco. You said that you hated San Francisco. What was it that, back then that you did, that made you dislike it the way
Yeah,
you
I
did?
couldn't blend in at all. Like, I mean, I don't call things bully. People go hate me a little bit for this, but I think bullying is a good thing for like certain people because it builds a little bit of character. But for me, it wasn't really bullied. It's just I could not blend in, bro, with nobody. Like the way I probably looked or the way I acted, I wasn't a hood kid at the same time, but I wasn't too hood, but I wasn't a nerd, so I wasn't too nerd. So I was just like always, it's like a few people I'd be with. But then, like I said, I grew up in the hood at the same time, so I would do hood shit. Steal. I would shoot dice at a fucking young age all the time. Like I was outside, I was being around shootouts, had no fear. Then I go to school and then be like, here I am, I'm fucking playing chess. I had an anger management dude that I wouldn't talk to at all, and the only way he would get me to talk is by playing chess. So I wouldn't realize it. I'm playing chess, and he would ask me little questions, and I would just talk all the time. And I told him, I was like, I don't know. San Francisco, everybody's about like style and stuff out here. Like I can't afford to look good. Like it's not my problem. I want to play video games and watch cartoons all day. Everybody out here, they had like nice shoes. Dudes had like nice little pretty girlfriends all the time. Chicks like me, but they didn't want to really be around me because I didn't look all that good because of how I dressed and how fucked up I looked. If you asked me back then, I probably would have said I looked like a homeless kid. I mean, I was homeless, but you know what I mean? Like, you look real homeless. So that's why I didn't really like SF. Couldn't stand it.
Yeah. Even till today, don't personally feel it all. I don't hang out with too many people here in San Francisco. I don't. There's a very small group of people that I do keep in contact with. But there's one thing that I've felt very difficult here in this city is that it's the connection. I believe it's lost in like completely. I don't know what it is, man, but people are just, there's a lot of blow-ins. People come in and then they leave, for one thing, but then there's other people that have their own little clique because they've known each other their whole lives, and to come in to be involved in that clique is not something that you can do. So it's just this scramble of people who are just different, but like, I feel like a lot of people are lonely here.
I agree.
A lot of people don't necessarily fit in all too much around here.
But they want to fit in.
But they want to because they're here and this is their home and they're trying to make it their home. And now they're doing what they can to like people are kind of like sacrificing their own time, which I think that we should really talk about because I think it's important. People are sacrificing the time that they need to spend by themselves in order to get to know themselves, to get them to wherever they need to be by going out and partying and going to after hours after work and, trying to fit in and hang out with other people and stuff. So
somebody you ain't got to be.
Say that again?
They trying to be somebody they ain't got to be.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's go. I just think that's the kind of feel here in San Francisco. So I definitely relate to you on that part. And I'm sure that's definitely relatable to a lot of people that are going to be listening today. So let's talk about, back when you were a kid, it was you and your dad and the two of yous. You became homeless for a while. What was that story like? I don't need to know exactly what happened, but what was that like for you as a kid, to kind of like get past all that and become the man that you are today?
Man, it's crazy because, bro, it was fun. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that's good.
Like, my dad made it.
Every day was different.
Yeah, like, my dad made it very, very fun. Like, we slept in my dad's work truck at a point in time, then we slept in the van. But it was like, it taught me crazy survival. Like, there is nothing in the world that can break me down or make me feel like I can't get back up or build no type of resilience. And then on top of that, my dad was like, to me, he was like Superman.
It's good.
Like, I ain't never seen him like cry or hurt. And then like before he went homeless, he had this bad accident because he worked on cars and stuff. And the transmission had fell on his head. There was blood everywhere. They came, like my brother and my cousin came and got me out of school. I come home, blood everywhere. So the first thing I thought of, I was like, damn, I'm about to be an adopted kid. Like, even though I don't have my like family members around, I'm about to be an adopted kid. But he came home, wasn't crying, told me not to cry. And then they told me a story that he said, because he loved having long hair too. And he was like, I'm not cutting my hair, take my braids out, part the braids, and you're gonna stitch up behind, like by the braids. And I was like, all right, he ain't gonna cry. I ain't never gonna have to cry. Bad thing at the same time because it showed me how to not be emotional. But like I said, fun, resilient. I look back on it. It made me proud to where I am today. And like, if anybody ever going through that or they like about to go through that, it's a journey. Everybody's journey is different, and you got to enjoy the journey. You might not enjoy it at that time, but you look back on it, it's good.
Going through that, not fitting in San Francisco, becoming homeless with your dad, enjoying the moment of being homeless with your dad, because maybe at that point you didn't really understand all too much the negativity around it. And your dad obviously made it the best he possibly could for you, and obviously he was going through his situation. Like how, I mean, you overall, man, Will, just by knowing you from HitFit,
Yeah.
the vibe, the energy that you bring is always positive. Everybody, you know, it's always that smile, everything. You know, one of the things is that you said to me is that like you're on a mission just to kind of make people happy, you know?
Yeah.
So how does that mindset come from that place that you were at?
Broken. Broken. Not even gonna lie. I mean, I'm in therapy now. I'm still a working project.
Sure.
I'm off messed up in the head. Not like crazy messed up, but messed up as in just like emotional wise. Feel like not been loved enough wise, or like chose the wrong people in my life wise. So like me growing up, I used to watch other people and other kids do things with their family or like brothers and sisters that used to make me smile in the inside, because I used to picture me doing that, but it wouldn't happen. Or like even still to this day, I picture things like that and I couldn't even do it. So I will always be like, smile most of the time, or like get over it by laughing or joking, even though I was already a happy kid at the same time. But that was like, for me, if I can bring happiness through the world, then maybe somebody else that's going through something like I did won't have to deal with the same stuff that I have to. They're having a little better light. So I always felt like maybe I can be like somebody that just keep uplifting people, and then they go probably pass along and uplift somebody else. So that's, people thought I was always happy when I would come in and HitFit. It was times, a lot of times, like during my pro career, even before, when I would just come in, I was not happy. I was either, I ain't gonna say I was crying, but I was like so broken on the inside. There's nobody to vent to. But I would smile still, because I never wanted nobody to see me weak. Wouldn't want nobody to see me like in a hurt mode, or see me like if I was to break down or anything like that. Because growing up, people would like make fun of me because I would be soft or something like that. Oh, you soft. I wasn't soft. I'd fight anybody. I didn't care if somebody had a gun or whatever it was, but it was just more so I was emotional. But I was so broken. I handled anger with everything. Didn't know how to cope with, how to talk to people, or how to even hug people, bro. I did not know how to do that. I just learned that last year.
Really?
I'm dead serious.
Well,
Hugging was very uncomfortable to me, but now I like it.
that's good. Where this all started for you last year, where did it come from?
The hugging or just the healing?
No, the hugging, yeah.
The hugging, my therapist.
Okay. Did he or she, sorry?
She,
okay.
and it's good because
First thing you do is when you hug her and then you begin therapy.
yeah, like she asked me if I really ever hug somebody in the right way or whatever it is. And I was like, yeah, I hug people all the time. I was wrong. And then she gave me a hug, and apparently, dude, I ain't gonna lie, I felt like my back was hurting. It's like she's leaning on me and all this and that. She was like, you felt uncomfortable. Why? Of course, I was fighting, like, I don't know why. She said, you know why? Then I was like, I don't know, just being vulnerable in that space didn't feel good. And then I've been hugged by family members before, but I guess it just feels a lot different when you're getting hugged by somebody who you don't have really no emotional attachment to. And then I felt warmth, and then she asked me what I felt, and I was like, I felt what it feels like to be hugged by like a mom. My aunts and them hug me all the time, not saying that they never gave me no real lovable hug. It's just it felt like I'd never been hugged and felt warmth. And the first time I felt warmth, and I was like, I like this feeling. Hug some more people. Not just random people. I was like, I'm gonna hug some more people. So for me,
just put up a sign saying free hugs,
yeah,
and random
so
people come up and give you a hug.
It made me feel good. You know, I'm more in a vulnerable stage ever in my life than I ever been in, or I probably will ever be. But I like it. I enjoy it. So.
Well, let's talk about, I feel like me and you relate in some way in terms of like our mom. Because my mom was around 100%, like around my life when I was growing up. But she had her own demons, you know, and those demons affected our family and affected me in so many ways. And when it came to trust, was one thing. When it came to, I had like, I still have a lot of like rugged independence and self-reliance because I don't necessarily, because I had to like fend for myself growing up an awful lot. You know, I had my dad, and again, the same thing as you, man. I have the best relationship with him, even till this day. So I'm always, you know, I have the life I have today. I am the man I am today because of him. All right. And then, but I still have that issue with my mom, right? Uh-huh. And I have that self-reliance and rugged independence. And I suppose, what's that one thing where you just kind of have like codependency issues when it comes to women.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a turnoff at times as well. So I had these kind of like issues like growing up, and I didn't realize it, you know, because I'm trying to, like, for me, I didn't back away from wanting to get the, you know, the emotional comfort that I never, not that I never did, but that I didn't see much of from my mom, from another woman.
From a woman.
You know? So it kind of, I relate in that kind of way. So talk to me more on that. Let's like have a discussion about around that area. Cause like that's like, cause we can relate there. Cause I'm on that kind of, my mom's around, but she has her demons, and those demons have, you know, I don't necessarily feel like I have too much of a full relationship with a man the way, you know, someone should have with their mother.
Man, I'll say it like this, cause I mean, I ain't go. A lot of chicks would be like, you know what, dude, dudes got mother problems. Like I ain't gonna necessarily say we got mother problems or I got mother problems, because my mom died when I was like 1 from cancer. But I like when it came to like women or anything like that, I chose wrong. It's on me. I'm not mad about it. And I always been picky, and somehow I still end up choosing the wrong people, just wrong time, whatever it is. But I never even really knew the role of a woman, or what's the right love, or a man is only love conditional, you know? But whatever we can do for him. And when we mess up, like I was always the type of person that I love 100,000 times more than what somebody would love me. So I would ride for him, whatever it is. And then I do everything myself. Like chicks I done dated, if they gave me something for Christmas or like birthdays, it could be something small. To me, that was hella special because I won't celebrate myself. I'm a dude. Not saying dudes we shouldn't, but I'm a dude. I didn't grow up with that. Like, are you saying you had the demons? We don't grow up with that. Like, people with moms, they tell you beautiful, you handsome, you look good. But dude, my confidence was shit to none. Came to talking to women, or even looking at myself. I didn't like hearing my voice. I didn't like looking at myself, even if I got my hair done. I didn't like none of that. I knew I can dress good. I didn't know I didn't know anything that I felt like I had like a good confidence on looking good or getting a woman or anything like that. Cause like I said, coming from a dad, your dad will tell you something good, but he just tell you to go with confidence. The women-wise, like women, a mother, you mess up, you can come home, she go hug you. She go rub your back, she'll tell you it feels good. You can mess up in the worst way, she gonna have your back. Man, I messed up with my dad, I'm finna whoop you. You know, you getting all the like the real good stern stuff, and you ain't finna mess up again. Like, so for me, it was like, and then my dad said he grew up taking care of all his siblings. He had to handle things on his own. When I get 18, I'm gonna have to live on my own. So in my head, I was already like, I don't have to come to my dad with problems. I never talked to my dad about none of my problems. Whatever I had at home, outside the home, never talked. My dad found out I was having guns and stuff hiding under the bed at a later age. And we still never talked about it to this day. Not saying nobody should sell drugs. My dad found out I was selling drugs, and he came to me, and we didn't even talk about it. He was like, what's this? I was like, how else I'm gonna make money? That was my first reaction, to be angry. Because we don't talk. Like, it's no way, like, I feel like only a mother, A dad loves his son, but he really loves his daughter. A mom loves her son, but just loves her daughter. A daughter can get away with whatever she wants, but a mom and a son, it's a different type of bond. Never gonna have that. Never will. I'm accepting of it. If I ever find that right person or a chick or whatever it is, like I said, I'm more vulnerable now. So I don't know the role of a woman. Ain't trying to guess it. I'm cool with that.
And I saw your post yesterday, and it was like it was something about, you know, where's all those like women at? You know what I mean? It's like, are they just playing games, or is there?
Oh, where's the
real ones at?
Yeah, where's the good women at? And the ones that they play a lot of games.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a city, unfortunately, that is like, it's just everybody playing games. Even, you know, when it comes to like the men and stuff like that here, I feel like, in my opinion, not in your story, but in my opinion, outside of your story, but just in general here, I just think like women might actually have it worse off in the dating field than men do, because it's easier for men. But overall, this city in itself is like,
shit,
fucking hell.
Good city though. If y'all
It's a great
watching,
city, but
good
like
city.
when it comes to like that, the dating pool and stuff like that, it's like people are just, I don't know. It's a weird place to date. That's for sure, because there's absolutely no intention from so many people, unless they've had their fun and they're late 30s and now they want to settle down quick. And it's like, bro, you know, now it's a little bit too late for you. You know, I personally feel, you know, I got lucky with Samantha because of how much of, I suppose, the feminine role she plays in a relationship.
That's good though.
And how she like just is as a partner, and supportive and like genuine and like nurturing. And I was just like, oh God, every day I'm like, dude, you got lucky.
That's
you know?
a good feeling.
And it is though, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like I got to that position because you're on your path. Like last year, it was the only time that you got to hug somebody for the first time and actually feel comfortable doing it. Now you're on your path to self-discovery in a way that not a lot of people know. And I feel like once you get yourself to that point of, you know, self-discovery, even more so, that woman, you'll attract that person that you're looking for in the meantime. So maybe you're at a point where you just got to, you know what, I just got to, you know, dial in, become the best version of myself. And because that's what I was doing for a few years. Like, no, I don't care anymore. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to stop doing drugs. You know, just like hedonistic bullshit, and just focus on me. And, you know, it took a while to dial back everything that I needed to dial back in order to get to the point where I'm at today. And, you know, when I got to a point where I wasn't like, you know, chasing, I was more so self-discovering. And then once I just took away the chase, like you're chasing the magic dragon, you never catch it, you know, but if you just stop for a second and sit down, the magic dragon will come to you. Yeah. And it's the same thing with Samantha, I believe. If like, once I just stopped and said, you know what, I'm just going to chill out here and focus on my own shit and just do me, then I'm in no rush here to get with anybody, you know, like it was like a year later, then boom, Samantha came along, and then you're in that position. So do you feel like, with that being said, do you think you're on kind of on that path of self-discovery to get you to the point where you can attract it rather than chase it?
I for sure can. That's where I definitely feel. And what's funny about that, even before, like I started therapy, I was already on like a good self-discovery. Anytime I'm like outside of a relationship, I hurt different too. So like I said, I know I'm sensitive, but only certain people get to see me in a sensitive side. But it took me probably like 3 years to get into another relationship. And then after the last one, I've been out for like a good, I think 3 years now, just searching just me, like not looking for nobody. If it comes along, there's people I see I like, but sometimes I always tell people, just because I think you look good doesn't mean I'm attracted to you, if that makes sense.
Of course, yeah.
Like
attracted to you.
Yeah.
You're attractive, but that doesn't mean I'm attracted to you.
And then there's people that like I was somewhat slowly, or not gonna say people, there's a chick I was slowly up and up to, and man, not only was she a good person on the inside to me, looked pretty at the same time, vibe with me, just she just wasn't ready where she was at. Guess I want to say I probably wasn't ready where I was at, even though I know I was ready. But once again, self-discovery. You got to know your worth.
Yeah, you
Take a step back.
Yeah, you're gonna go through that an awful lot, especially here. Like, you're gonna. That's gonna be hard. Do you think it's? Well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna just say pinpoint as if that's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna ask you, do you think that's gonna be hard for you to, because you're in a place now where you can be vulnerable and open yourself up emotionally in a way that you've never done before, and now you're going to, be more vulnerable and emotional towards women, but then, there's going to be that cutoff where they're just like, you know what, I'm not really interested anymore. Do you think that's going to be difficult for you to kind of like take in and just like, you know what, that's cool, I'm on my own path here? Or is it going to get you into is it going to dial you back a little bit?
Nah, not really. Because I'm one of those people that, like, I'll give a chance, but if I know it ain't there and I feel it in my gut, I'll be like, nah, it's not even no point. But I'm, like I said, I'm vulnerable enough to be like, oh, let's see where it can lead to or something. Talk to somebody, go on a date or whatever. But then on top of that, I'm also like super self-efficient. Like, what can you, like how chicks be like, what can you bring to the table for us? For me, it's like, what can you bring to the table for me? Because my whole life, I ain't gonna say it's been a living hell, but it's been so rough for me. I'm not looking for like nothing super crazy. For me, it's just nurturing, have my back no matter what it is. And when problems go bad, can you really stick by my side? Because I used to have bad separation anxiety. So for me, it's not much. So they can't offer any of that, or I can't see that right off the back, then scissors is getting cutting.
And like, what roads are you going down to kind of like find, a relationship? Are you on apps? Are you kind of just, vibe with the people to see? Are you kind of like?
I'm a people viber, but I ain't gonna lie.
You really are.
Like, what's crazy, even though I'm a people viber, I was told when you vibrate high, you could scare like people away from you.
100.
Because it's a little bit of a thing that you kind of like feel like you're not on the level. But for me, it was more like, I've been on the apps before, and boy, the apps suck. I'm not good with apps already anyway, but the apps suck ass. The apps suck horrendously. You get all these likes, nobody really follow up, this and that. And then there's been times where I done did the wrong swipe, and I'm like, but now I'm already in it. So you gotta just kind of, I'm not a dude that just bag out or not full of my word. But I'm not a fan of the apps. I don't like the apps. I did the apps, I think 3 times in my life, done. And now, like I said, I'm more of the people vibe. If I can get your vibe and we click, that I like. But the way I'm going about that now, it got to be a coincidence for me to be drawn to you. If not, now I'm all right.
It is like that though, and this is another thing. We'll go back to the city and the dating pool around here. It's like everybody's focused on the apps, and I think there's a turning point right now where people are more focused on like, oh man, forget those things, and I need more like in person. Yeah, because you can. I don't know, man. This whole like seeing a girl from across the table, and then her like eyeing you, and you're like, oh shit, I'm in, and then you going over and they're like, just introduce yourself. Pounding. Got the heart pound, palms are sweating, and you just want to go over and meet them. I think that particular thing is lost, and a lot of people do find it by going to like singles events, and they're trying to like, and then you're going to these singles events, you're kind of like, oh, who am I going to vibe with here? And it's just because, it's so messy. Yeah. It's, but I think you're on the right path in terms of, just waiting to really kind of vibe and.
For that right person.
And look for that right person for sure. Yeah.
When it happens, it'll happen.
Yeah.
I ain't searching.
Yeah.
They out there though, but I ain't really searching. Just
that's good.
Enjoying me.
Other than therapy, what else are you doing to kind of, just focus on doing your own shit?
So therapy, another thing it's crazy, I've been working on in therapy more is asking for help. I don't like asking for help. I would give out so much help for anybody in the world, but I just won't ask for help. I could be dying, I won't ask for help. I could be down to the last dollar and probably could be on the verge of going homeless again, I won't ask for help. I ain't gonna say I don't know why that is, it's just the way I grew up. Nobody ever came to help me. Nobody ever came to help me and my dad. Everybody just kind of took most of the time, so I'm not giving nobody a chance to take ever again. So that's another thing I'm working on. And then it was a lot of things with big confidence for me. Like, even during my pro career, times, if my manager was like, say it all the time, which when he see this, he go laugh and be like, I knew it the whole time. Like, I was confident, but I wasn't really confident because I felt like a lot of times me being super athletic or gifted, people would see it as showing off. I'm not a show-off dude. That's just not me. I like talking smack. Like, that's fun. Like, that's part of the game of everything, but I wouldn't show my true ability because I wasn't confident how other people would kind of look at me like, oh, he's a show-off or he asshole or this and that. Or the other thing was I never grew up with somebody telling me you can do it all the time or you got this. It was just maybe I got it or maybe I don't. Or if I fail, well, I guess I just failed. It's just me failing. So confidence, still to this day, something I'm big on working on. And then, like I said again, just the whole asking for help thing. Like, if I miss somebody, like I wouldn't tell people I miss them really. Wouldn't really tell people I love them as much. And then, like I said, it would be like, it's really only been 2 chicks in the world that ever got to see me very, very vulnerable. And I got called soft for that. Or I got called a girl. Or they was more man than me. They got to see me cry and they made fun of me for that. So for me opening back up to do that again it's real hard. I don't mind seeing emotion, but at the same time it's like the anger come out a little bit more. Like, oh, I'm ready to be angry again. But it's like, nah, you ain't got to be angry. It's cool to cry. It's all right to cry, or it's all right to feel like sad or somewhat. So that's a big part. I didn't cry a lot at funerals. My aunt, who was close to me, had died. My sister told my ex at a point in time, like, I'm worried about my brother. She was like, why? He don't cry. I'm at funerals making jokes and stuff. I come home, I'm driving home, I'm crying in the car.
Yeah.
I'm crying in front of my girlfriend, or my ex at the time. Like I said, got made fun of, still with her at a point in time. Like, my problem was I was open up to the wrong people. Not saying she's a bad person, whatever, but I was open up to the wrong people. And then my dad had got cancer on my birthday while I was going through like this big pivotal point in my career as a pro. I'm training out in Pennsylvania. I'm like, you know what, maybe I should leave, chase the dream, found a trainer. Dude, that made me find myself reading more books. And my dad called me on my birthday. He like, hey, son. Oh, what's up, Pops? I don't mean to call you with no bad news. I'm like, what? Nah, tell me. I got diagnosed with cancer. My mom died of cancer. So I'm like, I don't really call too many people. Even my brothers who I'm close with, they don't know. So I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna call nobody. I'll call my ex at the time. We boyfriend and girlfriend. I call her. I want to cry, but I just need somebody to talk to. And she like, oh, it's all right if you want to vent or whatever, cry. It's like, nah, I'm all right. Didn't even cry at all. Got off the phone, I cried. I'm talking about bawled out tears. I'm emotional going to the gym, hurting. I'm not telling nobody. She the only one that know. I'm the only one my dad can depend on. So it's just me and my dad out here from my dad's side. So he ain't got nobody to talk to, and he only trusts me. He raised me like that. Same way I might, if I ever have a kid, might just go be my kid, nobody else. And I trust her enough to depend on her. And I thought, she could bring something to my dad or whatever. We were going through a part in our little relationship where it was bad too at the same time, but I would have never did nothing like that to anybody. If somebody called me hurting, you got to cry, or, I'm in an area where I can go see your family, whatever it is, I'm going to do that. So for me, that was like a breaking point. From there on, I was like, nope, never again, never be soft, never let nobody see no emotion. Somebody want me to cry, they ain't never go see me cry. And then it took it on to that, and then I kind of just ran with it until I got to my therapist, and she was like, that's bad. And then my therapist asked me, when was the last time, or she asked me something that I never thought was really important. When was the last time you could really think you was really, really just happy? Want to know my answer? I don't know. Still to this day, I ain't gonna say I'm happier than I've ever been in my life, but I can't really, really picture a time where I was like, I ain't got no worries. I'm super, super happy.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Crazy.
It's sad, but I mean, hey, it made me who I am. So
Yeah.
that's a big part.
So we'll take it from that point on. Well, first of all, how's your dad doing?
Oh, you doing cool?
Oh, that's good.
That dude's a fucking fighter. Yeah. He ended up healing thanks to like, I didn't want him to do chemo. My grandma had died of chemo and everything like that. Then my aunt had died. So I was like, no, I don't want him to do chemo. He did chemo. He loves doctors. It's crazy. You don't ever hear a dude even say he loves the doctor. He loves the doctors.
Okay, I'm glad that he's doing
So
well.
yeah,
That's good stuff.
He's doing good.
Yeah,
He's
happy
a
days.
fighter.
Good. Just like you. I mean, now we know where you get it from.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's good.
What's happening, folks? Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Just give me 60 seconds of your time and we'll get right back into it. Have you ever found it difficult to find the time throughout your busy schedule to work out or even be consistent with your workouts? Well, don't worry, folks. That's exactly why I designed the Inner Fire program. The Inner Fire program is a 60-day workout program. You've got 5 workouts a week, 2 strength, 2 HIIT, and 1 mobility session. These workouts are literally 30 minutes or less that you can do anywhere, in the gym, even at home, or even in your office if you wanted to. You'll become part of a community of like-minded individuals that will be there to support you along the way so that you can become the best version of yourself. You will have the guidance of a coach and the support of the community to help you get you from where you are now to where you want to be. If this is something that you want to get involved in, folks, go to the link in the description, click it, and join now. You've got your first 7 days for free.
So let's take it from that point on. You know, your self-discovery journey, you know, a year ago, that obviously was a breaking point for you to just like not show the emotion that you want to show. You know, now you're in that position. You're turning that around, man. You know, this is everything that was going on in the past, and now you're turning that around. And I personally can see the difference in you. You know,
I appreciate it, man.
just the way you speak and stuff like that. I acknowledge the stuff that you say. You know, you write notes on, you know, Instagram all the time. And it's something that I want to kind of like get into, but I won't get into it too much, but we'll talk about it a little bit because I've related to you about what you said. And it was today, by the way, but now you're on that journey, man. You're moving forward. Let's talk about, you know, the boxing career. You know, let's go from that point on, because this is obviously a place where you are that is putting you into a state where you can kind of like dial in, let loose, you know, whatever it is, I don't know, let off whatever steam or anger or whatever that's inside of you. The boxing is obviously beneficial to you because you love fighting. Let's talk about your career from amateur fighting up to the, you know, professional fighting, because I feel like this plays a huge part in your life.
Man, so I got started in the amateurs. Shout out to my coach Boogs, man. I was a bad kid, but I had good grades. Like I said, I was a nerd. I had got like basketball scholarships and stuff, but life was still like kicking my ass big time. Like I need money. I was like going around like doing the stuff like kids was doing to this day, like robbing people and stuff like that. Then like, man, I end up sound bad. I'm a good person though, but tough times will make good people do things that they don't want to do. Mm-hmm. And I remember me and my buddy, he's in jail for life now, but he didn't talk me into it. I was just in the need of money. We ended up robbing this couple. Mm-hmm. I see them in class the next day, in my college class, and I'm like why am I even doing this? Like for like a few $200 that I'm not saying I wasn't gonna use, but I just used to like help pay bills at the house. And I was like, damn, playing college basketball or on a team and everything like that. And then boxing, dude was like, hey man, go down to the gym, you just go box. And I was like, I was boxing when I was young, but who knows? Then my coach Buggs was like, if you want to take it serious, you got to meet me here at these days at this time. Dude, I was coming there, we went in boxing, we lifting weights and doing all type of other stuff, but he wanted to see if I was serious or not. Then I started boxing, taking me on the sparring. I'm thinking I'm looking good. He was like, you look like shit. I was like, what? Nah, like we look good. And then he was like, nah, it's gonna be times you go like see different people. They go look like this. They go try and break you down, but you got to just stay confident all the time. And then start having amateur fights. But I didn't have a lot of amateur fights, but I didn't go around a lot of people. A lot of people that got like signed and everything. They had hundreds of fights. I only had 30 fights. I couldn't afford to go to the tournaments. Had all this talent. I didn't run. I just ate a lot, even though I wasn't big. I just had natural talent. It was taking me far as it was taking me. And I just ran with it all the way. And then I remember a guy was like, yeah, you probably should just turn pro. And I guarantee you'll do good. You don't really got an amateur style. And I was like, you know what? You're probably right. And at the time, a lot of people don't know this. I was dealing, once again, I had a lot of female drama, but only 2. But there was a chick I was dealing with at a point in time. She had a kid, and I thought it was mine.
Oh, wow.
And I signed the birth certificate. Dude, I was happy, though. I was like, man, I'm finna have my own family, everything. The hand that's, this name that's tattooed on my hand is the kid name, and which is my mom's name. My mom died when I was, before I was 1. So for me, it was like, dude, I cried, I shed tears, my family came. Dude, it was, so I'm like, I'm riding for that. Then found out it wasn't mine. Then I just really used that for more fuel to go into my career. And then
Fucking hell.
Yeah, just went on from there. Just whooped ass, box. And then the pro career came. Then I met my manager, same birthday as me. And I'm superstitious at the same time. And I was like, you ain't the devil, is you? And he was like, what? No, I'm not the devil. And dude got a good heart too, like real good dude. Got a good story the same way. And then he kind of like funded me, but we became like brothers. And Greg was the one that actually introduced him. Was like, he asked Greg, who the nicest dude at your gym? Greg kind of told him it was me. Went on from there and just kind of went up from there. He was throwing shows. He would rent out the gym from Simon just for me to train. But I like being around people. Like, boxing played so much of a good journey, but I didn't know how to use boxing as like my outlet. I was still coming to the gym angry. Like I said before, I was coming to the gym. I didn't fucking want to be here. Already didn't have much of a social life growing up, even though I had friends and stuff like that, but I was always feeling alone at the same time.
Yeah.
So boxing for me was like still good, but I got to be around people. I get to joke, I get to laugh. But then I'm spending so much time, I'm missing family time. Couldn't go to weddings. I think I've been to like 2 weddings ever in my fucking life. So for me, it was like, damn, I don't get to do nothing. So I was going to the gym, like I said, angry, get mad, be ready to leave, go home and just still do nothing but spend time with that chick I was with at the time, whatever. But now, boxing, well, I ain't gonna say now, like the last, I wanna say like year and a half, boxing just, I really started to enjoy the journey.
That's
the
good.
people I met, the things just opened up. Like I teach to kids. It's like boxing therapy at the same time. We talk to them, talk about how their feelings is, get them out of trouble. And I'm doing it with kids that actually need the help, like kids that's out here probably shooting, robbing people, or is in gang violence. So for me, it makes me feel whole. So boxing's good. I think everybody should do boxing or some type of combat sport.
100%. Everybody should be involved in some sort of contact sport. You know, I think one of the best things that from the beginning, it's like Brazilian jiu-jitsu. You know, because it just karate or something physical. You know what I mean?
Get that steam off.
Yeah, but it just creates, you know, I think it just creates like, you need to be humbled.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
You got to be, anybody that's never been slapped before, you know who they are and you just want to slap them.
Yep.
It's just like you think you can get away with every little fucking thing and there's not a humble bone in your body and you need to be humbled right now. It's like you need to have you need to be humbled in some sort of sport, something throughout your life, you know, to kind of like, you know, bring you back down.
Bring you back to earth. Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
We both know a few people we probably could agree on right now, too. Right now, we like, that's the people.
You know, throughout my life and stuff like that, the stuff that I got up to. And, you know, as I look back at it all, it's just like, just when you think you're stronger than somebody else and all of a sudden, boom, you're like, okay, maybe I'm not.
And it's somebody that's even smaller, or like, that you wouldn't even
the
suspect.
most unlikely motherfucker.
You're like, how, like, what do you do for, and they like, oh, I'll just do this. Like, what?
Yeah.
How? Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, you know, because it is like that. You need some sort of like, you need some sort of physical, some sort of contact sport throughout your life. It doesn't have to be the be all and end all of your life. It just needs to be something that you need to keep inside your life to keep you humble, to keep you strong, to keep you focused, to keep you disciplined. You know, obviously it's nice to learn it and to have a skill set that not a lot of people have. You know, it's nice to be able to defend yourself in certain situations. And if your coach is good enough, they can be like your mentor towards, because you had your guy, right? And he was there and he allowed you to, you know, let's just see if this guy is serious enough and let's see if he wants to show up and stuff. And it kind of, you know, built that in you from that point on.
Till this day, we family. Go to all his son's games if I can.
Yeah.
We just talk on the phone. We just hang out. Yep. It's a bond for life.
Exactly, yeah. And with boxing now, like what's your situation with boxing? Where are you trying to take it? What's going on?
So right now with boxing, for me, it's like a hard part because, like, I'm a liability, if that makes sense. So, like, if you good, politics and sport of boxing suck ass, but it's also somehow still good because if you kind of upset somebody, now you're on the forefront and then they kind of get on the back. I'm at the point where it's hard for me to get fights because nobody want to take a challenge. And I'm not coming in to lose. I didn't work and bust my ass to come in to take a big paycheck just for you to beat me up. I'm a man with pride, not saying pride take over, but I'm a nice dude, but I love beating somebody up in front of their girlfriend, their family, the TV, the world. When I walk around the street, I want them to be like, oh, that's the dude that beat up. Yep, that's me. I love the tenacity of it. I love the FUs. I love it all. So I don't back down for no challenge, and I'm always in shape. So it's like...
Is it true? You are?
they don't want that to be... I got to come in a little bit out of shape or, like, take super less money. Like, it's a little bit of a hassle. But, I mean, I'm only 33, not saying boxing, you could box forever, but good thing times has changed with medicine, how people take care of their body. A lot of people now has became champions at like their late 30s, which is good motivation for me. I want to be a champion, but I just want to keep whooping ass. I just want to get like at least 10 or 9 more fights, get to 30 fights or maybe like 31 fights. Call it a day. See what happens as I go along. I don't take no punishment. I don't really get hit. So for me, I'm still good.
You are
here.
though. Yeah, you're pretty sharp.
So I'm happy with that. Like my whole career, I've never been like the guy where I come in the next day, you be like, hey, Will, what's going on? I be like,
punch drunk.
Yeah, like I'm glad that I'm like still able to keep doing what I'm doing. So boxing, just doing good as in like me teaching, me still getting good quality sparring, and then me being in the game of just like people still hit me up like, oh, you want to fight? Can you make this weight? I got title offers, but I don't fight at like 47 and like 50 or whatever it is. I done got fights and be like, yeah, you can fight for this belt. And I'm like, oh, a belt. But is it worth like be about to die? Like I got pride, but I'm also not stupid. I'm not. It's like me going to fight you as a professional fighter and you walk around at 200, you about to make 47, and I'm like, yeah, I'm 47. Like it's weight classes for a reason. I can hit big as them, but over time it's not gonna last.
Yeah, it's 100%. I mean, that's how like McGregor made it by dropping down a significant amount of weight to fight, you know. I mean, he's a great fighter, but at the same time, he dropped down a shit ton of weight to get down to a certain point. So that, like he's 175 walking around. He's fighting 145.
I ain't never seen that in my life.
You know? And then he's coming down to 145, and then he's just destroying lads with his strength. Just that one left hook, and people are rocked.
Bullying him.
You're bullying. You bullied his way to the top. I mean, that's just what you got to do sometimes, you know?
And that's the point I'm at. I'm like, I should have always fought at 35, but now I'm fighting at 35, and I'm like, wow, this feels amazing. This how it feels to like be a bully, to like just turn people and move them without using any strength or hurting people without really throwing with power. It feels amazing.
That's good, yeah. You won your last fight, man. Tell me about that. You know, I don't know, man. I feel like your celebration was just this. You celebrate well. I've been to a few of your fights over the years, the last 8 years. But I don't know. I saw something different in you there on that fight.
Yeah, I had I use a lot of my pain as fuel. So for me, I had a lot to prove to myself, but also a lot of people. And I'm saying this with all the emotion and passion. Anybody who's ever left, whoever doubted me, who thought I couldn't do nothing, even if you believed in me and you still left, that was for all them people that ripped me off. Oh, you shouldn't be doing this, or you shouldn't be doing that. Oh, there's no way you can. Oh, I feel like you probably should stop, or I feel like you should retire. No, I feel like you should listen to your own fucking advice and don't worry about me. Let me worry about me. You left me to worry about me, so I'm gonna worry about me. And I went in with that, and to let people know, I'm back. It was I never left. I feel like, but I'm back. I'm back on the winning page. My mind is right. I got my right team. I was around the wrong fucking people in my team. Like, that was a lot of things that boxing led me to, and I don't mind speaking about that either. Like, the team that I was with, not my manager and them was my dogs, and we still close to this day. But as in trainers, I mean, we hashed it out, but I don't like people coming to me. If you don't got my best interest and you're not really about seeing the winning and the bigger picture, what's the point of you being part of me? I'm showing love, you're not showing love. You feel like you got love, but you got pride. I had to separate from like the prided people that, I mean, I see them. I see some of his little entourage of the people today. And if anybody watching this, that pretty ass mid-work shit doesn't work. It don't get you nowhere. If you got somebody that's just making you look pretty, if you don't want to fight, that's all right. But if you want to really get somewhere, you want to defend yourself, all this Instagram posting about people doing mid-work or, oh, I train with the best trainer in the world, when they fucking mind is closed, they lost that. You can't be the best trainer in the world when you close your mind off. You can't. If I can't come to you and tell you, Wayne, you know what? The gym is doing bad because of this. And you're like, nah, fuck that. You lost as becoming a good person running the gym. You got to keep your mind, always keep growing. I was around a dude and some people that did not want to keep growing. And when I spoke out, it was like my word didn't mean nothing. But I'm the one that's taking the punishment. I'm the one that's in here fighting all the time. I'm the one that's working hard. But yet telling me I'm not running, telling me I'm doubting, or telling me, oh, you got to do this and that. Nah, that's out. So that was for all them people. And they see me till this day. Some people might say me as a bully. I'm not a bully. I'm just a person with a very big heart. And I feel like if you have done me wrong or you did me wrong, I'm going to come to you correct. I'm going to look you in your eyes, and I'm going to make you feel how I feel, and we're going to talk about it. And I don't like we not finna go over social media. We go talk it out like we supposed to talk it out. Mm-hmm. And if you feel like you have some type of way, or if you got people around, they will feel the same energy I feel because they want to be like you.
Do you feel like I see it, but do you feel like the people that were on your team were more about themselves than they were for
100%.
you? 100%. Yeah.
Yep, 100%. I know you. That's why you look at me right now. Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Like I said, the people that's still with me, they was definitely with me. But there was, like I said, well, I know, not gonna mention no names, but I'm that type of person. Like I will call people out in the forefront. Call me out. That's how I want to get better. Call me out. But yeah, it was definitely people that it was like that, and we just hashed it out last year at a boxing event, which I seen him and two of people that I told them something, which I told them, tell him I said it and tell him exact words. They didn't say the exact words, so I had to tell him the exact words and how I said it to his face. And I see them every week. And yet I still feel like they kind of phony, but it's all right. I got no problem with nobody. I'm okay with being happy and still uplifting somebody. But if you go pick a side, stay on that side. If you're not gonna pick a side, be neutral. It's okay to show love.
Yeah.
I wish we all succeed. It's so much money and success in this world and love to go around, and it's already a bad place. Why we gotta be so grudgeful?
I appreciate that. It's definitely, yeah, it's like I'm not here to be like, I had this conversation yesterday with a client, which is kind of funny. But it was more, there's too much bullshit going around right now. And I'm not in it for anything other than to see, I want to succeed myself. And success for me is different to what success looks for somebody else. And if someone comes up to me and tells me that success to them is, I don't know, having a kid and getting married, then that's success to them. If someone comes up to me and says to me that success is buying a Lamborghini and a Rolex watch, then that's success to them. And I wish you all the luck in whatever path in which you want to fucking take. It's
Agree.
Why are we here to, disrupt somebody else's journey towards what success is to them, or just whatever journey they're on towards what they want to do? It's like,
And
I'm not here
happiness.
to, we're human. we see things and we say shit when people aren't around. That's just the way it fucking is. You know, we talk shit. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Well, and for, you know, the most part, we're not here for that. We're here to, well, I'm here and you're fucking here we can support. You're here now because I have this podcast and you want to support the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, same thing here. People, I like to do stuff for people because I have the knowledge and experience to be able to help them. But not every time I want to take money off them to get them to that point. It's like, someone asks me information to help them to get to a certain point. I'm like, sure, I can help you, but it's not going to cost you every single time unless you want to do personal training or something like that.
I agree.
But I have the experience and the knowledge to help people who need the help to lose 10 pounds. This is what I want you to do, and I want you to check in with me every couple of weeks, and we'll help you out. It's not a big deal. Like, I just want people to be. I'm here to help people, not help, but I'm here to support anybody who wants to be successful. And I'm never going to be that begrudger that says negative things to them to try and. I can be real with people, but I'm also not going to be the type of person that is going to be like, nah, that's bullshit. Just because I have a limiting mindset.
That makes sense.
Towards a certain thing, if someone talks to me about something that's like beyond what I think is possible, that doesn't mean I should shoot it down.
I agree. That, you know why you saying that? That's because you're not unhappy with yourself. That I had to learn that. A lot of people do that because they unhappy within themselves. So they got to do something to make them feel good. That's just really what it is. Somebody's going to shoot you down. Like, oh, what? Oh, I don't want Wayne to be doing this. And you're like, what the fuck did I do to you? But you didn't do nothing. They see something that you're doing that they want to do, but I don't have the courage to do that. So I'm going to shoot that down. That's inside themselves of unhappiness. That's why you'll never be like that.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. So,
I mean, sometimes in my head, I'll be like, prick, he got there before me.
so now that's not a bad problem because that's the challenge. You know what I mean? Like, that's you challenging yourself. Like, we all have that. I got boys that sign. I'll be like, damn, I should be there, but I'm not like in a bed like he shouldn't be there. I just be like, I got to work harder.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's definitely a factor for that, for sure. I see people that are doing the stuff that I wanted to be doing, and then I'm just like, man, just shut up. Just go and do your fucking, just do your thing. Wake up every day. You know, if I'm doing this every day for the rest of my life, I'm happy, man. I'm cool. You know, it's like, why do we put so much pressure on ourselves to, I don't know, live a different life or something like that? And, you know, it makes it very stressful. And it's like, well, dude, fucking
reel it in.
Reel it in for a second here. Chill out. Get yourself back into the present moment here. Like, snap yourself back into the present moment. Fucking, you know, there's no place like home. Tap your shoes here for a second.
Yep. Sit down, breathe, embrace. And then what I always say, you got to count the blessings that you got.
100%.
Think about how far you came. All them small wins add up. Oh, I didn't have this the other day. Or I got this today. Or I'm doing this now. Or I'm doing that. Stop trying to think about what you about to get.
Yeah.
All the way up there. So you thinking too far ahead.
Like you said, enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey. It's not easy to do.
That's all you have.
Yeah, it's not easy, but the journey is fun.
It would be terrible to watch a movie and you just see the ending and that's it.
And you're like, what the yeah, exactly. What the fuck? What you don't even know what you missed. You couldn't even enjoy any of it.
That was stupid.
And it don't teach you how to enjoy it when you finally get that.
Yeah.
You don't know how to enjoy it because you didn't even realize all the stuff you went through. You just like, oh, I'm here.
Yeah, you're here.
Instant rich or instant whatever famous, and you fuck it all the way up.
Like if you were to look back at yourself 20 years ago, all right, how old are you now?
33.
Okay, so
I just look young.
I just look young. Good. But if you look back at yourself, that's 20 years ago, you're 13, maybe a little bit before that, maybe a little bit afterwards, and the stuff that you were going through, and you envisioned yourself, and you came and saw that person to show him what you have today. What does that look like? Or how does that make you feel?
How do I feel now, or like?
Yeah, I mean, right now, if you were to show the 13-year-old or whatever Will, you know, it's like, this is the life this is who you're going to be when you're 33 years of age. Like,
cry. That's one.
All right, let's go back to 13, and you're that person, and you see yourself, and you're like, oh, that's who that's what it's going to be like when I'm 33. What does that look like? How do you feel then?
Damn, I'd be a lot more confident. I'm not, dude. Man, I'd be a lot more confident, going a lot more for where I wanted. But then I would still stay humble because I got humbled early as a childhood. So
Excited would you be like, oh, I can't wait for this now?
yeah, I'd be like, dude, I'm out here kicking ass. Like, and me being super small, not thinking I was gonna get taller than what I was, and then I'm like, I'm tall. I'm like buffer. I was like a fucking stick. So like, dude, I would have been hella happy. I'd have been bragging all day and night. I'd have been going to sleep just picturing it over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
The bad parts, though, I'd have been like, God damn, that again, but I would have still took it. Like I was the type of kid, I never like shied away from any of the things that was bad that was gonna happen. Take it right on the chin, go through it all the way.
So I mean, man, you wouldn't change anything.
Nothing. I would not change somebody like, oh, would you go through your past again the same way? Exactly the same way how it happened. Yeah. I would do it all over again, the same emotions, everything, no changing.
No, because you wouldn't be who you are today in any way. Nope. I'm happy to be the man that I am today because of the stuff that I had to go through. Not, life doesn't happen to me, it happens for me.
I like that. I like that.
So with the mindset of happening for me, it's like this happened for me, whether it was positive or negative, because I have to get to the vision that's inside my brain. Like today, forgetting the fucking key, the key fob. What has that? Well, it's gonna annoy me. I'm an hour late. It's affected not just me, but my fiance. She's obviously annoyed over it. You know what I mean? But it does affect her, but what is the first thing we have to do? We came up with a solution immediately. She called me.
Oh, that's good.
And we said, I'm going to leave a checklist out with you and we're just going to leave it on the door. And you got to check it every time. But do you understand? So that happened for me. Today happened for me because I know now moving forward, I have to look at that checklist before I move anywhere because that's what's going to solve the problem. And let's just go up here, enjoy this podcast and do it.
Yep.
So having the attitude of life happens for me, not to me.
Whatever attitude you got that's positive, or how you had that outlook on the world, you can have a good day.
100%.
You can only have a bad moment.
And you're definitely in that mindset, man. I see it, bro. You're definitely there. Like you've got work to do. Like 100%. We all fucking do. And it takes a bit of time. But only a year ago, you learned how to hug somebody for the first time.
Yeah.
Properly with emotion and comfort. And that takes a fucking lot coming from where you came from. But that was a spark. That was a moment in your life that changed you in some form of way, because I've noticed this and I've been really looking forward to getting you on this, to have this conversation because of, the change in which I've seen which over the past, I suppose year would be,
Man, I appreciate it.
And it's amazing. So with the fitness side of things as well, I'm sure, the boxing will only last so long, obviously.
Yeah.
What's your idea? I mean, look, not obviously I don't know, but what's your situation? Is fitness going to be part of your thing? Are you kind of going in a different direction? What do you think they're doing?
So this has always been one of my dreams, which I'm gonna say it's gonna come true, however I got to get there. But the real end goal is to have a big facility, right, and have multiple different sports.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to have kids from different areas, from rich, poor, middle class, whatever, and then just bring everybody together, take them out, travel, have scholarships. Of course, I would love to be a millionaire like Mayweather to be able to fund this, or however I can get the funding. And then parents that don't work or nothing, you can come volunteer, go pick up the kids here, or whatever it is. We do homework, so they get to see more of a variety of life, and they don't got to be in one little spot where everybody ain't just judging everybody. Like I said, how we grew up. We look at rich people. I feel like rich people can never relate to us. No. But we can see, we want to be there.
I mean, if there's anybody that's grew up wealthy, this is not a bad thing.
Yeah, not a knock.
It's not. It's just it's a different thing altogether. It really is. If you grew up wealthy, it's not the same as growing up with holes in your shoes. It's not.
Wearing the same socks. But yeah, that's what I want them to do. I want them to grow up how we grew up. Like I said, we go on the other side of town or whatever. People look at us a little funny, they probably shouldn't even belong here. We probably got the same amount of money or whatever it is, but it's a little bit of a judge. I want to kind of stop that basically. We still gonna be judging, of course, but more of a common ground.
It's part of life.
Oh, I know that person. Oh, then we start intermingling, things like that, and then they go on to have good careers, scholarships, play sports or be doctors, whatever it is. Like I don't want my face. I never wanted my face on anything I do or say to be like, oh, giving out positive confidence or helping people branch out in the world. Do you, and you just pass it on. Like that's always been my thing. So that's what I kind of like really want to branch out to do, or just keep helping people that really need help. Like the program I'm doing now. Like we call it Box Fit Fun. It's boxing, but do it make me feel good? Because like I said, I feel like I might not never have no kids. I might not feel like I might not ever find that right chick. So for them, these are like my little kids that I get to see. Even though they teenagers, I get to see them in a kid mode, having a good time in a safe space. They they talk to me, they vent to me like they don't vent to nobody else. I take kids home, they talk to me about getting their mind right, how they relate to me. It's funny. I get, because we grew up the same way, but I'll be like, I talk to y'all fucking crazy sometimes. Hey, get in here, sit the fuck down. But they need that.
Of course.
But they don't look at me, I guess, as I'm not thinking I'm better than them, or I'm not.
No, you're just that person that's like giving them the structure that they need
Yeah.
while they're there. Well, it's great. And I feel like you're taking the negative of how you felt in San Francisco and the disconnect from,
Yeah.
you know, not fitting in because there was this, but you felt like you're, you know, being pulled away from each. I feel like you have the piece of each, but you didn't fit into each.
Yep.
And now you want to create something now subconsciously, I believe,
Yep.
in the future that is going to solve that problem and hibbity-dibbity kind of heal the inner child a bit.
Yep.
You know, because you see these kids and they're being emotional too, and you didn't get a chance to do that, but now you can be that person for someone who does want to be emotional, and now that's like it's filling up your own cup, and
It actually is.
100%. You didn't get to do it, but now you get to do it for others. That's the whole fucking point in this journey. It's like you don't get to do a certain thing or be a certain way, but at least you can become a mentor for those who want to. And I feel like you're on that path of being a mentor for those who relate to you growing up. And there's, unfortunately, I'm not saying that you have an unfortunate past, but unfortunately there's an awful lot of people that are going through those difficult times that don't have and you'll notice one of those motherfuckers a mile away too. It's like, I know you don't want to open up.
Yep, that's crazy. You can see it right off the back.
It's like, I know you don't want to open up, and I'm going to make sure that I can be that, you know, that person, that mentor for you to be vulnerable, and they will see you as their shining light for the rest of their life, and always be appreciative of that.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Hey, it's like I said, it's good to always uplift people. It don't cost nothing.
No.
To make somebody feel good or to make them smile, or even because you never know what somebody going through or when somebody might like really just crash out or flip out. Mm-hmm. Like I stand outside in front of HitFit a lot, get there early. I just like saying nice stuff to people all the time.
You do?
I said something a while back to a chick who was I didn't even know she was having a rough day. I like watching people park. I'm a people watcher. I just like doing that.
Yeah.
She parked the car. She's walking past. First, I thought she was pretty though, so I was a little bit shy. But I was like, you know what? She did a good job for a Tesla driver. She came back and I was like, you did a good job parking a Tesla. And then she came, pulled up and was like, I was having a very, very bad day. That made me feel good.
That's awesome.
Thank you. And then just drove off. And I was like, yeah, that's what I like.
But it makes you feel good too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a good
It's like a selfish thing too, though. You know what I mean? In order to make yourself feel good, you have to make other people feel good too.
Yeah.
You know? And it is like that though. It's like you selfishly want to talk to people and let them know. And, you know, it doesn't matter even if it's just... One of the girls that goes to our gym pretty regularly, beforehand, super stressed. Work, didn't appreciate her. Now, as you grow in the fitness industry, you tend to create... I've been in this for 15 years. I've been working with hundreds of people one-on-one, thousands of people in classes. And the one thing you create is intuition, a very strong intuition with people and how they feel and body language and how they talk or whatever.
Yeah.
Number one, this girl, you can see that she's stressed and stuff like that. And then she's opening up a little bit. It's about her job. Cool, whatever. Few months pass. She walks through the door. Immediately, I say, you're shining a little bit different today. What's going on? She's like, oh, I just got a new job. And I was like, oh, good for you. She's like, yeah, I'm so happy and blah, blah. I was like, and the next thing I said to her was, it's nice to be in a place that appreciates it, doesn't it? And
100%.
she just went, how did you know? I was like, I just have that kind of superpower.
You can see it, yeah.
You know, but anyway, being able to like have that intuition on people to be able to try and, you know, just make them smile and make them feel good. Again, I don't know, man. It feeds you in a way that is so beneficial. And I think that a lot of people need to really realize that, especially because like you used anger as an emotional response to a lot of things growing up, but now you're using, you know, positive thoughts and it makes you feel better. And I feel like a lot of people really need to start to selfishly say positive things about others and complimenting people on things so that they can feel better about themselves. And I feel with that ripple effect, it will start to create a better life for yourself and others around you, I think.
I agree.
You know?
100%.
So with that being said, what a fucking amazing conversation, Will.
Man, we could have kept going for hours.
I know, yeah. And unfortunately, we do have to bring it to an end because like a lot, you know, we can't be on this it's not Joe Rogan's podcast, unfortunately. You know, but overall, man, you know, we'll do this again in the future. But this is like savage. I really appreciate the vulnerability, you opening up and talking about your past today and telling me, you know, sharing this story. It was phenomenal. Thank you so much. And I mean, I can see that you're on that journey, which is like why I was super excited to get you on here. If there's one thing, this is what I like to do at the end of every podcast. But if there's one thing that you could tell the audience today that could inspire them in some way to, I don't know, move, get up off the couch, go for a walk, or maybe just, I don't know, seek help in a way, or just be more open, or, you know, what would it be?
Thing I'll say to really get people moving, don't let yesterday's or tomorrow's troubles mess up what you got going on today. Because you can go out there and do something good right now in the world and just have a good time. But if you're stuck in the past or you're thinking about the future, you go let that mess up your whole mindset. It's going to throw off your whole vision. Your whole energy's going to shift. Stay open. Let tomorrow be tomorrow. Let yesterday be yesterday. Worry about today. Take one day at a time. Small wins is good wins.
I love that. So stay present.
Stay present.
Those who are stuck in the past are depressed. Those who are stuck in the future are stressed and anxious, but those who are present are at peace.
Yep, they truly living. It's just saying that we say that, but that's really the truth.
Mm.
That's why we see other people that's happy now. Like, what are they doing? They just sitting outside, literally they just taking it in.
They're literally smelling the roses.
People that's running fast, doing all the rush, you're stressed.
Mm.
So, the last thing I want to say, hey, man, shout out to Wayne, man. I'm proud of Wayne for everything he's been doing at the gym and then starting the podcast up. Not even only the podcast, what you be doing on the gram, getting people going together. That's real motivating. Especially somebody like me, I'd be like, man, I probably should do this. And I'd be like, nah. But then seeing you actually make it happen. So if nobody tell you they proud of you, I am. So I'm proud of you, man. Yeah, I'm really proud of you, for real.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good.
Hell yeah.
And I'm thankful to be on the podcast.
Yeah, no, it was great to have you in, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your kind words. And yeah, we'll do this again in the future. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
If anybody cried, I apologize. I made my therapist cry too, so hey.
You had me emotional there for a second. It's like, fuck. Thank you.
Man, pleasure.
Appreciate it, bud.